مستهدفة دبابة. واحدة النوم.
Just take it back to December. It was a time to remember. 6 to 6, Celestia enter. Back to December. She's a number plus weather.
It was pretty exciting, bro, because like if it's a first for Zim hip hop, you know what I mean? It's a first for an artist coming from the city, coming from Bulawayo. So I feel like making history twice. You know what I mean? So I'm pretty excited. Like it's such a great honor to represent the country on a continental level. You know what I mean? I was telling someone, this must be what Kirsty Coventry felt like when she was swimming at the Olympics.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I'm looking at the names that you went up against just to represent Zimbabwe. We haven't even started talking about the MTV Mamas, man. You went up against a couple of big names that have won both regional and continental and international awards. Yet here you are, the guy who was championed to represent Zimbabwe at the MTV Mamas. What does that say about the rallying and the support that you're receiving right now, man? How does it feel?
It came to me in like two ways, right? Because I also feel like a lot of people are tired of the same old, you know what I mean? They are really dying for fresh faces to be pushed out there, for fresh things to be pushed out there, you know what I mean? And it was pretty exciting the way people came around me and were like, yes, let's go in, we're behind you, you know what I'm saying? So it was pretty exciting, bro. During that week leading up to the announcement, like even the hashtag ASAPH for Mama trended like a couple of times, you know what I mean? So I was pretty excited. I was a bit confident yet, even though I did know like I'm going up against like guys who have a huge following, right? But I kind of had my confidence because I was seeing online the way people were really like behind me saying, I'm going to vote 50 times, I'm going to vote 100 times to make sure. You know?
Right.
So.
You touched on something brief earlier on. It's a first for Bulawayo. It's a first for Zim hip hop, right? Artists from Bulawayo for a very long time have felt as though they've been sidelined. Not just Bulawayo, but a lot of areas similar like that. Yet here you are, ASAPH, the guy who went up against the likes of Winky D, Sha and all those guys, and you were the guy champion. What does that say in terms of the focus? Do you think that this is going to open the gates for artists from places like Bulawayo?
I don't think it's going to automatically open the gates. I just feel it shows that it can be done. You know what I mean? It's not going to create a free pass or a say, because he did it now. You know what I mean? No, it only will come if you're putting in the work. That's what I think. If you're consistently really putting in work, because especially in issues like this, I don't think there are things that will be reversed overnight. I don't think there are things that will be changed just because ASAPH got there, you know what I mean? I think there's still a lot that needs to happen in terms of the people who are actually giving opportunities to artists, you know what I mean? A lot needs to happen from them on that side. And even from the artist side, a lot needs to happen in terms of just being consistent year after year after year after year after year.
Let's take a little look at the MTV Mama Awards, the people you're going up against. I was like, wow, they really threw him in the deep end there. So you're going up against people who have, once again, continental and are also champions in their own countries, just like you. You're a giant in Zimbabwean entertainment. So we've got Durban Boko, we've got Focalistic from South Africa, big Amapiano names on the whole continent. You've got Tiwa Savage from Nigeria, and then you've got ASAPH and other guys from other countries. How do you feel being mentioned along these names? And of course, what do you think your chances are of winning, man?
It's pretty exciting, I won't lie. I guess it's kind of showing me the level that I can rise to, or the level that if I'm serious enough, I can look at myself as, okay, I'm actually on this level. Now it's just about following through with the work, following through with the necessary moves. You know what I'm saying? Because if I'm already in that same conversation, then that should mean a lot. You know what I'm saying? And as far as what are my chances, bro, life is 50-50, man. Because even to get to this point, everyone was like, hey, there's Winky D, there's Sasha. But look.
Are the people rallying behind you? Do you feel as though the nation is coming together and championing you to ensure you can take this?
Slowly but surely, yeah. One thing I know about people, FOMO is a huge thing. You know what I'm saying? So it will snowball. Once you have like, no one is just gonna support you just. But if they see like, okay, everyone is supporting him. All right, let's support him. You know what I mean? Everyone has this thing of first. If they see a lot of big names, you know, DJ Staff will just tweeted saying, okay, yeah, we're behind this. Aishan, yeah, we're behind this. You know what I mean? And the more that happens, the more people say, okay, let's get into it. So I definitely know it will be a snowball effect, but there has been a bunch of people who have been writing for me since the first stage of the whole voting process. You know what I mean? So there are people who are really there saying, bruh, even if it means we're going to vote 1,000 times, we are doing it. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, those are the people that I focus on. You know what I mean?
You tell the audience how people could vote for you, of course. People want to know. Where could they go?
You go to the MTV Mama website. That's www.mtvmama.com. Then you go to the vote option will show. You go there. It'll show you the categories. You go to Listener's Choice category and you look for ASAPH. Click that as many times, you know what I mean? Reload the page, and we'll get this thing.
2020 was a great year for you, man. You had a great run. You dropped a couple of hits. You featured on so many hits. What was that like? And of course, what do you have in store for the people in 2021?
It was pretty exciting, bro. And the crazy thing is, you only realize it when you look back, you know what I mean? Especially in a year like 2020 where you're not really sure, like, we're just doing any opportunity that comes, you're going to make the most of it, you know what I mean? So it's only now when I sit and look back at that and say, yeah, we actually did have a good run, bro. We put out like So As Pelimoya and all the collaborations that came out, Ginde, 263, you know what I mean? The one with Mara, like, so you're just like, okay, I actually put in the work. So it's pretty exciting. To be honest, sometimes I feel like these things don't hit me as hard as they should because I'll be worried about, okay, what's next? What is the next thing that I have to do? Because me sitting and saying, so was last year, bro. You know what I mean? That's last year. What are you doing now? So for this year, what people can expect, just more music, bro. You know what I mean? More collaborations. Hopefully by the end of the year, a regional or continental feature or two.
As we wrap up, could you let the people know where they can find you on social media so they can get there? And of course, just remind them one more time where they need to go to vote.
If you want to follow me on my social medias, I'm active on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, but most of all, my Twitter. So you can catch, that's ASAPH Africa. ASAPH Africa. Africa with the K, not a C, with the K. So, and for the voting, people can go to www.mtvmama.com. That's where you can get all the voting done. You'll see the tab that says vote. You click on that, the categories will come up. You go to Listener's Choice. You click on ASAPH.
Queens and a thing that could bring me down. Look, mommy, you better love me now. Yeah, they can't fight the glow. They just got to know the vibe.